Da-da-da-da-da. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, hi, hi. Aloha. Fuck you too, faggot. How's everybody doing tonight? Gee whiz, look at all of these fucking degenerate pieces of shit. Look at them all. Look at them all. So we meet again. Yeah, I guess we do. I guess we do. Go eat a dick? Why don't you go eat a fat fucking dick, dude? Why don't you go chow down? Leave me in peace, man. You guys are just mad because I named this stream Maximum Salinity, but I'm not all that salty. I'm feeling pretty fucking calm. So I clickbaited you bitches. Clickbaited you bitches. Gotcha. Fucking gotcha. I knew it too. I knew it would work. Paul, can you give me some unsolicited advice? No. My left love handle is cold and won't get warm. I need help. Throw a fucking throw blanket over that big fat fucking love handle, dude. Go get the biggest comforter in your house and stuff it up in between those rolls. You got to get a little insulation. Where are the bubbles? Oh, that's a great fucking question. Thank you for reminding me. Everybody, thank Cannibal Butt for reminding me to turn on the bubble machine. We got to keep it nice and fucking bubbly up in here. You know how it works. What is this shit? Man. Sorry, guys. I've got to figure out my goddamn vape. This is a fucking travesty. All right, mode. Yeah, we want mode because somehow it got switched to fucking temperature mode. Yeah, how about wattage? Thank you. Yeah, wattage mode. Thank you. What the fuck, man? Strength norm. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. How much do we have to pay you to kill TJ in his sleep? I don't know, man. A few $1 million. Stupid ass vape wasn't vaping properly, but now it is. So everything's gravy. Why are you closed, vape? So you never got that nose hair trimmer? No. It hurts, man. Like these little, like I know they get gangly, but like they hurt to pull out, dude. They hurt to yank. Bubbles, dude. I know. I can't believe I did so many of these fucking shows without the bubbles on. I mean, what was I thinking? Old man nose hairs, yeah. Yeah, definitely that. I'll be honest with you guys. I've been noticing all kinds of old manishness recently. The grays are really starting to get. I mean, it's hard to tell. It's shitty quality, and the light is You know what? Why is this light blaring in my fucking face? Ugh. That's gonna be way better. I can already tell. Oh yeah. Um. Yeah, the grays are really starting to set in right around in here in the center of the beard. There's a lot right here at the temples and like here at the hairline there. Grays on grays on grays, just grays everywhere. You're 32 and still youthful. Yeah, well, wait till you're damn near 38 and then fucking come in here and brag to me about it. Paul, I did a remake of Stan, but Stan is Brett, inspired by one of your own Highdeology streams about him analysis. I think it turned out pretty good. Cool. Maybe I shall go check it out. Should I be disturbed at how much I enjoy your streams? No, no, no. It's fine. It's fine, dude. It's okay to enjoy them, even though they are provably dog shit. Some people, there are those of us, a small cadre of us, who enjoy dog shit. I happen to be one of those, and I'm happy to produce dog shit for you to consume. Have you ever done DXM cough syrup? No. I mean, I probably had it prescribed, but I've never abused it. Do it. Is it okay to touch myself while listening? I mean, I can't stop you. I'll leave whether or not it's okay up to the moralists. You know what I mean? That's really out of my fucking wheelhouse. But I will tell you that there's nothing that I can do to prevent you from doing it. You want to rock out with your cock out? Go ahead, my friend. I've done these motherfuckers naked from the waist down before. I've done it. I've been down that road. So how could I ever fucking deny anybody else? Can I ask you guys a question? That Final Fantasy MMO that's out, does it get any different from like the first 7 or 8 levels? Or is it basically just run around and kill 5 of these, run around, kill 10 of that? Hey, take this letter, deliver it to this other dork. Is it just do that for the next fucking 60 levels? Because you probably saved me some time. It's that Final Fantasy MMO, whatever it is, whatever number they're on now. It's not worth it. I'm kind of getting that feeling. I started like a trial of it last night, and I played a couple hours just to test it out. And it's got like the music sounds like Final Fantasy, and the little transitions between zones feel like Final Fantasy, but nothing else about it feels like Final Fantasy. Like, I don't get it. I don't really understand how it just feels like they took an MMO that was built not to be Final Fantasy and added some little Final Fantasy embellishments into it. It feels pretty lame, honestly. Like the first 7 levels are basically just run around and kill 8 of these, bring me this, to deliver that. It's like, oh my God, man, come on. Let me go kill shit, like actual shit. Like, let me go on an adventure. Let me fucking go wherever I please. Like, why do I gotta slowly but surely work my way through waves of slightly harder content? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it sucks. It pissed off a lot of fans, so I didn't know that. I don't have my finger on the pulse of Final Fantasy fans anymore. It's my favorite Final Fantasy. 9 is my favorite. It's the one that drew me in the most. I mean, I like the early ones. I like Final Fantasy 3. Well, it's 3 here in America. I can't remember which one it is in fucking Japan. 4 is really good as well, but my favorite is 9. 6? Yeah, 6. TJ said I was dead. I was. I was. I died for a while and found out it sucks just as bad over there, so I resurrected myself. How excited are you for the John Cena Duke Nukem movie? Not. I'm not excited at all when I hear that John Cena is being put into a film. I'd like Final Fantasy more if the story actually made sense. I also don't like how in-depth the RPGs are. In my opinion, Chrono Trigger is the best RPG of all time. I don't know about that, man. I mean, Chrono Trigger's great. I'm not going to shit on it. I don't like it as much as I like Final Fantasy IX. Like, if I had to take one game with me to a desert island and have it be the only game I'd ever play, I'd take 9 for sure. It's just a deeper game. I mean, I really like Chrono Trigger. It's a lot of fun. The story is great. The music's phenomenal. You know, the sprites are all super pleasing. All of that shit is true, but I just don't think it quite reaches that Final Fantasy kind of pedigree. Have you ever played any non-D&D tabletops? Not really, no. I've never really played any tabletop games at all. I played some online Pathfinder a couple of times with an online group of guys, and it was kind of fun, but I don't know, it just kind of petered out because people couldn't get together and do it every time, so it was hard to keep it going. Vivi, oh dude, Vivi's great. One of the coolest characters in Final Fantasy, man, right there, Vivi. It's why I like 9 because it's got so many extremes in it. Like you've got the coolest character in any Final Fantasy, Vivi, and then you've got the least cool character in any Final Fantasy, Steiner. And you know, you've got a little bit of everything in between. 7 is a great game, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's the game that really like revitalized Final Fantasy and saved it from just being another old RPG like Chrono Trigger that people still talk about, you know what I mean? If not for Final Fantasy VII, I don't think that the genre would have continued. Like if it didn't drop when it dropped, how it dropped, looking how it was, polished as it was, I don't think it would have survived as a phenomenon. It's really weird. I watched TJ all the time, but I found you via Dendrophilian because he front paged a logical test after that. Really? That's crazy, dude. Yeah, that's a blast from the past. I didn't even know Dendrophilian liked me, so that's a pretty funny thing. Or at the very least, liked one of the videos. I just got done watching In the Mouth of Madness, and I want to know if you have a favorite scene. I don't know, dude. There's a lot of really cool scenes in that movie. I really like when they're first driving into the town, and that whole scene that kind of culminates in her looking out, and he's like driving over the void. You know what I mean? That whole scene is really, I think it just kind of like sets the tone for the movie, and it's a really cool scene. I don't know, really memorable. There's a lot of really memorable scenes of in that film though. I love, I mean, the little subtle things. There's a scene where he looks at a door and there's all these tentacles coming out from underneath it, and then they slither back up and the door opens and his, the love interest is there. Just all these cool little implied transformations and stuff. I also like the beast that is in the garden. You don't see it for very long, but I think it looks pretty cool. And I'm glad it's not something that lumbers after him in the movie. It's just something that lives in that like garden area. I like the scene where the old woman has her husband chained to her ankle while she works the counter, and the slow descent into madness of her as it plays out in the book. The movie In the Mouth of Madness. Did I ever tell you that my favorite color was blue? Yeah, that's a funny moment. I feel like the last few games I bought were utterly wasted money. Will games ever become great again? I mean, who cares, honestly? Did I ever tell you that my. Yep, yep, I heard that. Do you read Sutter Kane? Anything on Netflix you'd recommend? If you haven't seen it, check out Neon Demon. Kind of a surrealist horror movie. I really liked it. It's got cool music, really cool visuals, and really interesting. And it's a Netflix original, so there you go. Boom. I mean, Grand Theft Auto always ends up being pretty good. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be awesome. I really want to play Monster Hunter World. It looks fucking phenomenal, and I love Monster Hunter games. So there's some games out there that are worth checking out, I think. At least on the horizon or out now. Used to love playing San Andreas. Yeah, I mean, like, I've loved all of the GTA, like the modern third person GTA games, starting with 3 and all the way up to the present one. I have never really hated one. I think the one that I came the close to hating was GTA 4 because I don't know. There was a lot of tedium in that game that didn't need to be there. The social calls, I know everybody bitches about them, but they really did kind of start to ruin the game. Because I'm kind of a completionist when it comes to open world games like GTA style games. I like to do all of the collecting and finish all of the little missions and unlock all the little special things, and it's part of the fun of the playing the game for me. And having to do that social shit to accomplish some of that in GTA 4 was really kind of hard. Can we have a meetup on GTA Online? Uh, let's not. Vice City had a great soundtrack. I mean, I actually bought the Vice City soundtrack separately from the game because it just, I don't know, dude. It was so great. Such a great selection of 80s shit. Um, yeah, so Vice City was great. Um, 4 was great. I mean, it was a great game. Despite its flaws, it was pretty great. They really changed, I think they changed the driving in 4 in a way that was hard for me to get used to at first. The cars felt really floaty and slidey in a way that they hadn't in the previous games. Maybe they added a little bit more realism to it, but I remember really not liking the driving physics in GTA 4 when I first got it. I stayed up all night with a friend of mine so that we could. We were so stoked for GTA 4. Me and my friend Brian. Like we stayed up all night drinking and shit. And the plan was as soon as like the fucking game store opened in the morning, we were gonna be there. We did. We got the game. We'd been up all night the night before. We stayed up all night that night playing it. It was awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, eventually, I guess if you play a lot of it, the in-game music gets pretty lame. But if you play on PC, you can mod in whatever songs you want. So that's kind of a moot point. Yeah, the Tony Hawk games were fucking awesome. The first one is almost unplayably bad, but uh, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 and 3 were both fucking really great. Remember? I mean, pretty much all of the first three Tony Hawks have really good soundtracks. The first one's a little spotty. The second one is phenomenal. The third one's pretty phenomenal. Whichever one they came up with, which one was the one where they added the revert so you could extend tricks? You could, ride up the side of a pipe, do a big trick, land, revert into a manual, and just extend the trick to a rail. You know what I mean? Whichever one they added the revert in was the one that I played until I was almost insanely unstoppably good at. It was one of the games that I genuinely I mean, I probably wasn't like world class at it or anything, but I was certainly like better than anybody I knew at it. Like I could just keep a trick going forever. Just infinity trick. Like it was pretty awesome. It was 3. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember it had the cruise ship level, and I don't know. That was the one that I played the most. Yeah, you had to get all the secret tapes and shit because you had to unlock all the skaters, and like that was a game where I just went through and I wanted to level everybody up to max, so I played through with everybody and found all the little secrets. And my favorite to play with was Rodney Mullen. He was the one I always started with in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games because he was awesome. Which MMO is the evilest? I don't even I don't even know what that question means, dude. Get out of here, Bubbles. I just rewatched Scanner Darkly because of your video. Didn't even remember Alex Jones having a cameo. It was pretty funny, but it took me out of the movie for a moment. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, he plays himself basically in the movie, just like a lunatic ranting on the street corner about the surveillance state and shit. I don't know. I really liked his cameo in that film. I thought it was cool. Have you seen videos of people eating Tide Pods? Like I saw like a news story about it where they showed some kid bite open a Tide Pod, but I haven't gone hunting for Tide Pod videos. So nah. Jesus fucking Christ, TJ.
You're actually giving them those bubbles, dude.
Oh, were they begging for them from you?
Yeah.
I already told them that I'm not doing a fucking stream without the bubbles, so.
Well, I'm not doing one not in dream mode.
Oh, okay, cool. Been working a shitty job for a long time. My boss treats me like shit and I want to quit, but I also need the money for shit. Advice, find another job and then quit. Take your days off, go put in applications at a bunch of different places that you'd like to work, even if it's a lateral move in terms of pay. Take it. As soon as you get a fucking bite, go into your boss and tell him to go fuck himself and throw your apron down on the counter and pull your pants down and take a shit in the middle of the floor. And then walk out and start your new job. I mean, if you're going to be a person that works a string of like normal 9 to 5 type of jobs for other corporations, it's smart to give 2 weeks notice. So you might want to consider that. But if your boss is a real asshole and you're about to go fucking crazy, it's not going to kill you to, you know what I mean? Just quit on his fucking ass. Fuck him. Make him deal with the bullshit. But I wouldn't make a habit out of, quitting jobs like that because you need references. And sometimes people do fucking actually dial up references. A lot of times They just look and make sure you've got a selection of references, and they're like, all right, whatever. Sometimes they do call, and if they do, it can fuck you out of a decent job. I had a job that tried to fire me because I refused to let a customer cuss at me. I walked out. It was an office job. I mean, yeah. You got your lines and shit. You got your fucking...
Customer is always right.
I mean, that's just bullshit.
Everyone knows customers are infallible.
Customers are the fucking enemy. The enemy of the working man is the customer.
Customers for life. Take your abused wage slave.
I mean, customers are not always assholes. Sometimes customers are totally cool or totally innocuous, which is even better. Like, I always appreciate the efficiency in people. That's why when I go to a place, I'm all about efficiency. Like, it drives me nuts to make people wait. So I always try and pick some shit, have some shit picked out, ready to order, ready to go. If I'm in line for something where you order at the counter or some shit, I already know what I want when I get up there. I'm not fucking around. Because I always appreciated that in other people. You come in, you want your coffee, how do you like it? Okay, here it is, give me the money, thank you, good day. That's the best kind of customer right there.
It's the best kind of transaction in general.
Yeah. But I mean, in terms of like that front-facing kind of customer service shit, that's how you want it to go down every time. You don't want the good customer. Because the good customer, as good as they might be, they start building up expectations and shit. Because, you know, you let them know you like them too much, and then they want to either talk too much or they want to stretch their privileges and shit. And it's just like the best kind of customer is the dude you don't even remember his fucking face. He might come in every goddamn day.
Do my shit. Here's money.
Yep.
Bye.
Give me a tall black coffee, and I got this newspaper. All right, that's fucking $3.50. Thank you. Have a good day. Next. That's the fucking customer I want right there. That's the dude. I need number 2 with no cheese. Wait. Yeah, that guy. Oh my God, dude. And that's one of the worst kind of customers, is the indecisive, didn't fucking step back and read the menu before I stepped up to the fucking counter kind of customer. And when you work at a drive-through joint, like all Starbucks are now, that's like quintupled. There is nothing worse than being dead-ass middle of a rush, especially if you've got the kind of store where you can see the line wrapping around the building. Like, if you've got a window out to the front parking lot, you can see cars lined up waiting to get into the fucking drive-thru. And some bitch pulls up, and she's like, "Can I get a caramel frappuccino hot?" No! It's a frozen drink, bitch! I know I've got, like, 92 people behind me, but could you blend a cappuccino? No! It's made out of hot milk foam. Next! Oh my God. Those are the worst. And you get them in every rush, dude. You'll be going so good. You'll have it like a machine. It'll be like clockwork. You'll be like, boom, customer, boom, boom, drink. Everybody at every station is doing what they should be doing. And then that bitch comes along, you got no line. You know what I mean? The fucking cars are coming in, and you're just ding, 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 getting them out. And then that bitch comes in, and 17 people are fucking behind her. And you've got a fucking genuine backup of cars. People are pissed off.
You had a super chat.
Oh, I did?
Yep.
Super shit. Hate my fucking retail job, but I make decent money. Thinking about joining the Air Force and going to school on their dime. Any thoughts or advice? I don't know, dude. You're probably asking the wrong guy. I never advise people to go into the military because I just don't think it's a smart fucking thing to do. Considering how profitable war is, the chance that you're going to get sent to some foreign country that never did you any wrong, and either maimed or forced to maim some other fucking person and come home a broken, like, I don't know if that's worth getting your fucking college paid for. Maybe to you it is, but I don't know. I just really don't advise people to join the goddamn military. I can't give that advice, even if it is, financially a good idea for you. Tell me what to do with my life. I'm so lost. I don't know, dude. You're asking the wrong fucking guy. Do the military, dude. Don't listen to Paul. My dad co-od his way out of poverty. I mean, look, yeah, look. I'm not saying that the military's never been a good decision for anybody. You know what I mean? There are people. My dad was one of those people. He never went to war. He missed Vietnam by about a year. He was just young enough to miss it. It ended before he enlisted right after Vietnam. So there was a period of peace there that, he was never in active duty anywhere. And he made a pretty good living and still to this day has military benefits and gets paid a stipend and all that bullshit. So, he's an example of somebody that went the military route and parlayed it into at least a stepping stone in his life. So I can't deny that that option is there. I just don't personally advise people to do it because I'm the type of person that would be that I'd feel guilty if I was like, yeah, man, that sounds like a great decision. And then even if I didn't know about it, you got shipped off to North Korea for the ensuing war and died in a fucking puddle face down somewhere 16 miles outside of Seoul or some shit. Like, I just don't want that shit on my fucking conscience. I'd rather not. And, that the chances of that are just way too high. If you're in a STEM field, do you see combat or do they assign you to other things? I mean, it depends on the need as far as I understand it, right? You might be a member of the military who went there to do kind of medical research and shit, and then a fucking war breaks out where they need frontline medics and you're in the shit. With a radio strapped to your back and a fucking medical kit stitching some dude's fucking guts closed. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. That's how I understand it. I mean, I guess if you work your way to a certain point within the military, you're not going to see active duty because you're going to be more useful off the battlefield than on it. But your average Joe is not going to get to that point very quick. If you join the Marines, you always listed as a grunt infantry. It's whatever you contract for and if they have a position. Well, I mean, I think it works kind of the same in the other branches as well. I mean, you might, during the recruitment process, get to select from some narrow group of things, but you sign on the dotted line, the Army owns your ass for 4 years or whatever you enlisted for. So you're going to go wherever they tell you to go. You might be like, botanist, I want to study plants. Oh, yeah. Well, you're going to see a lot of plants you've never seen before. Go ahead and sign. And then the only
sign on the dotted line.
And then the only fucking plants you get to study are ones that you're crawling on your belly through because you can't use your legs anymore because you're shot through the gut in some godforsaken Southeast Asian jungle. There's your botany. You got a good look at some fucking Vietnamese jungle ferns. I missed a super chat. Well, I can't see it, so. Oh, wait, no. Super chat. There we go. What game had the hardest morality choices? For me, it was one of the first ones I played, that Knights of the Old Republic game. I wanted to be an evil dude, but I ended up playing through that game as a light side dude first because I found the evil shit so reprehensible. Yeah. I went back, after I beat it as a light side dude and did all the dirt. It was way more fun as an evil guy, honestly, but had some tough choices.
Evil usually is more fun.
Yeah.
Trying to clean my pants or something. What are you doing here? Dino.
The lick monster.
Dino. You good, nigga? Nigga, you good?
Can you do the vape trick that TJ does where he inhales through his nose? French inhale? That's like level 1 smoking trick, dude. It's not even a trick.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, anyone could do it.
It's easier with a cigarette, honestly. Feels better, too. Vaping through your nose is not exactly... No, directly from the vape into your nose, like vaping with your nose. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stick my vape up my nose. Thanks, though.
It ain't so bad.
I mean, I'm sure it could be done. I'm sure it'd be fine, but I'd rather not.
I've done it. I've done it.
How am I able to breathe under the sea? I got gills behind this beard, bitch. Just tuned in. Thoughts on Cena as Duke Nukem? Oh God. Can we not talk about it, please? Like, I don't even understand how in this day and age they're gonna make a Duke Nukem movie, period, that isn't totally fucking whitewashed shit. Like, what we're gonna get is a totally bland sci-fi shoot 'em up, like the Doom movie. And that's not what Duke Nukem is. Duke Nukem should be like this really crass, really fucking non-PC comedy, black comedy film. Like really, really, really black comedy. And they're not going to do that. You know they're not going to do that. They've told you now that they're not going to do that because they're thinking about casting John Cena in the fucking role. You get what I'm saying?
Not only that, but Michael Bay's producing,
So yeah, it's gonna be a stupid like dudes in helmets with laser rifles shit, and Duke Nukem is gonna be the baddest of them all. He'll have some traces of Duke. He'll probably have a cigar in his mouth at one point or something. But it's gonna be a totally bland, totally whitewashed, nothing like the original property kind of film. And who wants that? Not me. Get out of here, Bubbles. Shoo! God damn.
Be nominated for 13 Oscars, dude. You're just not even prepared for how awesome the Duke Nukem movie with John Cena is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, they're already telling you what it's going to be. Look who they chose to direct. Look who's going to be starring.
I mean, I don't know who's directing, but Michael Bay's producing. So.
Michael Bay, okay, well, whatever. He's producing.
Just like, okay, just think of what he did to the Ninja Turtle movies. Not only that, he wanted the original Ninja Turtles to be fucking aliens for some goddamn reason.
Yeah, he somehow made them look worse than the fucking weird animatronic masks in the original films. I don't know how, but he just turned them into this, like, it looks like something that another monster shit out. They look like sentient lumps of shit what came to life. They're looking.
I mean, like, from the neck down, they look all right.
I mean, I don't know. That the whole fucking thing, they just looked squat and weird, and
their faces look like they have Down syndrome.
Yeah, they were horrible. They make more sense as aliens, though. Get out of here, troll. Like, how does an alien race of giant bipedal turtles make any more sense than like mutated turtles from some weird mutagen compound? Like, explain to me. Paul raped a dog in 1986. Dude, shut the fuck up. I don't know who you are, but those charges were never proven. Never.
There's reason to believe the dog was lying.
I mean, it was a fucking well-known dog. I mean, that dog got around. I wasn't the only dude she was fucking. Okay, let's just put it that way. And I'm gonna leave it there, cause whatever, dude. I don't want to engage in what quote unquote victim blaming or whatever. But she was asking for it. Okay, whatever. Label me a fucking misogynist or whatever. But that dog wanted it bad. So say what you want, you know.
He's heard it all at this point.
Yeah, I've suffered the slings and arrows of those accusations my entire fucking life. I was 6 years old when the alleged incident went down, okay? Get out of here, Bubbles. Jesus. If anything, the dog raped Paul. I mean, I didn't say that. But whatever. I'm not going to correct it either.
Fucking Paul, drunk again.
Yep. You know me.
Always drinking.
I feel like I can't breathe with these bubbles in here, man. They're so goddamn many. This is such a chill stream compared to the chaos TJ brought earlier. Yeah, dude. TJ is the yang or the yin or whichever one. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Paul, if you ever start a gaming channel, you should start with some D&D. You seem like you'd make a badass DM. Well, I don't know, dude. I don't know how. Like, here's the thing. I probably would make a fucking totally badass DM, but I don't have time. And D&D is a time-consuming thing, especially for the DM. Like, let alone playing it, but like being the dude that's orchestrating the whole fucking thing. Just don't have the time. I got other irons in the fire and shit.
I was watching the thing with you the other day where you were talking about Monopoly and how like no one's ever completed a game of it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Monopoly is a terrible board game, and you know any board game that you have to take 6+ hours to play a game of is just not. I mean, it's not great. Let's be honest. But yeah, Monopoly is pretty horrible. And I mean, you're relying so much on trusting the person who's the banker. That's really the fatal flaw of Monopoly. Whoever's the quote unquote banker that's handling all the money always ends up fucking way ahead of everybody, and you're like, oh, okay, I see what's happening. So you're dealing yourself out of like $200 bills, you motherfucker. And there's never anybody that's trustworthy enough to be the banker without taking a little of the dough. Just like in real life, yeah. Maybe Monopoly's way too close to real life.
Monopoly was actually created by socialists to demonstrate the cutthroat nature of capitalism.
Well, it definitely does that, but it does it in the most boring, drawn out, pointless, repetitive way possible, which I guess maybe is very illustrative of capitalism.
Yeah, but then it actually got popular, so, and then it became a capitalist thing itself.
Yeah.
But the original, I mean, it wasn't even called Monopoly, but I read the whole thing about it somewhere.
Bitch Uncle Ninny Fags. Wow. You seem to have a lot of anger within you, sir. Rip a fat cloud. All right, dude. Have fun with that.
He's asking you to do it, Paul.
No, I don't do that. I don't rip
fat. Rip a fat cloud, Paul.
I don't rip fat clouds, dude. I don't vape to rip fat clouds. I'm not looking to burst my fucking lungs. I just don't want to smoke cigarettes.
Break your lungs, Paul. Destroy yourself.
No.
Give unto the people.
Did you make TJ your best man at your wedding? If I have a wedding, there's not going to be that stupid best man flower girl bullshit.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be the satanic priest that married you guys anyway.
Yeah, Ashley and I want to have a devil wedding, so we want to have like an ordained priest of Satan, you know, do the whole fucking thing dressed in like ceremonial robes, and then immediately after the I do's and shit, the fucking reception starts and the strippers come out and climb up on the tables and it's fucking game on. The open bar fucking slams out. Get Marilyn Manson. I mean, who knows? We'll send him an invitation whether he shows up. I mean, I'll do it in LA, so you know, he could show up if he wanted to. Send him the fucking invite. But whatever,
whether I know there's strippers and karaoke.
And probably cocaine and every other kind of drug that you can get in LA.
Yeah, we gotta make sure there's cocaine there. Gotta keep Manson happy. We'll just invite Andy Dick. He's got nothing better to do. We know he'll bring coke.
I mean, I don't know. Does Andy Dick travel with his own coke, or does he just bum it off of other people? I kind of see Dick as the guy that shows up going, "Where's the coke?"
Damn it.
Yeah.
Who has the coke? We need to invite whoever has the coke.
Tim Allen.
Yeah, we should invite Tim Allen.
Yeah, we need to call. You need to call some of your fucking contacts in Kalamazoo, Tim. These bubbles make my bubbler fitting.
Yeah, we'll get Tim Allen there.
Yep. I mean, it's just going to be a fucking debaucherous nightmare.
David Hasselhoff will be there.
Just a cavalcade of horrible, wonderful pleasures of the flesh. Have you ever had diarrhea that was so extreme that it massaged your prostate and gave you a boner? What? I mean, what even kind of question is that? Get out of here. Shoo.
That person's cool.
Oh, God. Get out of... Just quit, TJ.
I like that dude.
Drop the fucking edge for 1 second, dude.
Drop it on your head, bitch.
He made a poopy joke.
I mean, I think it was more of a boner joke. But...
It was a poopy boner joke.
I mean, yeah. How can you not like... I mean, he wasn't even joking. He was just asking an honest question.
I mean...
You know, you've presented yourself as a medical doctor on this program on several occasions.
I have not, sir.
He had a legitimate medical question he was trying to ask, and, you know, you just, you spurned him.
I didn't spurn him. He spurned himself.
Life spurned him, dude.
Yeah. His mother and father spurned him when they fucked.
That's all he has in life is his diarrhea boners.
Yeah. Yeah, he just...
If I get real bad diarrhea, to stimulate my prostate so I get a boner. That's all I got, man.
Anytime he hears a friend has diarrhea, he's over at their house fucking drinking out of the same cup as them and shit, trying to get that diarrhea.
I just want my diarrhea boner. Eating fucking X-Lax brownies and shit.
Yeah.
This is gonna be so good.
My favorite government system is Pol Pot's Khmer Rouge. They really did great things until the imperialists stole the future of Cambodia. Wow. Cool, man.
That strikes me as accurate.
Yep, that sounds like a totally fucking straight up unbiased fucking accounting of Pol Pot's regime, dude.
Dude, one time this communist accosted me.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you know, you believe a lot of fucked up, wrong-headed things about Stalin, dude.
Okay. Such as?
I'm like, dude, Stalin's like responsible for like 10 million or 11 million deaths,
at least,
something like that. He's like, no, man, that's all capitalist propaganda, dude.
Okay.
Sources of that information are inaccurate as fuck. They all had personal grievances with Stalin who did nothing wrong.
Yeah, okay. Sounds believable. Where do I join the revolution, comrade?
It's like the motherfuckers who were like, man, there was a pool at Auschwitz, dude. There was a movie
Yeah.
theater at Auschwitz. I'm like, you notice how it's outside the gate where the prisoners are kept, and
Yeah.
it's probably just there for the officers, you know?
Auschwitz was a refugee relief center, man.
Dude, the only reason anyone starved at Auschwitz is because the fucking Allies cut off the fucking food supply. So what are they gonna do? Feed their soldiers or feed their captives? You know, it's just you gotta make the tough choices in war.
Yeah.
There's no extermination of the Jews. It's bullshit.
And people like that take that whole, like, history is a lie agreed upon adage a little too seriously.
Yeah, there's pretty good evidence that Stalin and Hitler were not nice people. Sorry.
Now, the particulars of those things, certainly a lot of the real truth behind that has been lost to history. Reinterpreted by people with an agenda. I can get behind all of that. You're not getting pure, unvarnished truth when you read a book about Hitler. You're getting Hitler filtered through whatever that fucking author's biases are. And those biases build up over time, and history becomes fuzzier as it goes along. Just due to the fucking imperfect nature of the way human beings are.
I think what Paul's trying to say is Hitler was nice.
Hitler was a great guy.
Hitler was fucking A1 fucking top class human being, dude.
I'm just saying, like, when you look at, like, Caligula, right?
Yeah.
We just took a look at Caligula. Chances are he was not that much different than your average fucking Roman emperor of that period. In terms of body count or extravagances, he was probably, you know, a middle-of-the-road emperor in terms of all that. But history has turned him into this blood-drinking, horse-anointing, psychotic monster. You know, and maybe he was some of those things, but to the extremes that people believe he was, no. And the same thing is going to happen to people like Hitler and Stalin. You know, as long as Western culture dominates, then, you know, those people are going to get more and more boogeyman-ish as time goes on. I mean, Hitler already has achieved the status of, like, invoking his name in a debate. You know what I mean? It's just, like, one of the harshest things that you can do, man. Comparing your opponent to Hitler is like, man, holy shit, man. Wow. One of the harshest things you can do or say. Remember the movement to get Joseph Kony? What a weird what a weird little chapter in the internet that was. Kony 2012, man. Literally ended with the guy that started it raving naked on a street corner. What the fuck, man?
Jerking off, too.
Yeah, jerking off.
Jerking off.
Wangling his Kony.
Kony 2012. We go get him. Kony 2012. That was weird.
It's a weird, like, fake fucking internet movement.
We gotta stop him. I'm gonna stop this guy. And they found out he was probably dead already.
Yeah.
And had pretty much no influence left anyway.
What was your worst trip? You talking about, like, road trip, psychedelic trip, either or? When will you wangle TJ, Paul? I mean, what? Who's to say I already haven't? These bubbles are annoying. Fuck off, then. Take your fucking eyes elsewhere. Psychedelic trip. I mean, I've never really had a psychedelic trip I would call bad, so it doesn't really, I don't know. Doesn't apply to me, I guess. Boop, 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 boop. whoa, there's like floral brain goo coming out of my skull, projecting a mirror of life. Yeah, man, whoa. I can't face the reality. Look at Paul moving those bubbles, and people actually think it's a filter. I know. It's so stupid. People are so dumb. It's like I'm clearly manipulating the bubbles, so. Watch this. Here's some proof. See? See? Would fake bubbles be scattered by my vapes? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Uh-huh. See him? Blowing with the wind. If you woke up and Hillary Clinton was violently riding your cock to the point that you couldn't push her off, what would you do? I'd blow a load in Hillary Clinton. I mean, what would you do? If you don't move for a minute or you limit your movement a lot, the bubbles change color and shape. I don't think it's working. Later, mute that bozo. Mute that bozo. How much do you spend on vape every week? Like $90 trillion. I vape pure, like, you know that particle they discovered, the God particle, dude? The whatever it was, the quantum neutrino or whatever. Why do you think CERN exists, man? CERN is my vape juice factory, bitch. Yeah, the Higgs boson. That's right. This is 100% Higgs boson that I vape. The quantum neutrino, dude. You're not that salty. Oh, it looks like, hey, everybody give FDG Gothic a round of applause. He too got clickbaited. Everybody clap. I want to see some claps in the chat, dude. He was clickbaited just like the rest of people, dude. There you go. There you go. Rounds of fucking applause everywhere just for you, dude. Congratulations, you got fucking clickbaited, bitch. Do neutrinos act like a particle, a wave, or both, or neither? That's a great fucking question. A question that I couldn't even begin to answer, dude. The nature of a quantum neutrino, dude. One of the most enigmatic things in science. You want me to talk about, like, it's a trick question because the answer is all of the above. The answer is yes. Yes. Please clap. Yes, please, please. You mean every particle in the universe? Yeah. But especially the quantum neutrino. Senility slowly getting there. Yeah, yeah, that is true. Who's your favorite trans Asian midget? I have to think about that. I'll have to flip through my mental Rolodex of trans Asian midgets. You need a movie list fast, no time to explain. The last one that I put up, do that rewatchable films, dude. Or the long movies list as well. Has a lot of good movies. I'll be right back. I need some more tobacco. Dinor. The fuck is wrong with you, man? What is your mouth on Dinor? Get in there, you. All right, so guys, can I just? I know this probably isn't the most entertaining thing, but can I just like tell you because I'm excited. This this place that we're looking at moving to is so cool. I mean, I don't know for sure if we're gonna get it, but oh my God, man. I kind of can't wait to show you guys at least the piece of property that it's going to be on. Hopefully be moving pretty soon. And it's not it's not a fucking palatial mansion or something, but it's out in the middle of fucking nowhere and it's great. Are you rich now? I'm the absolute opposite of rich. It's gonna be cool, man. I really, once again, I hesitate to get too excited about it because you never know if you're gonna get the place. But if we do, it's gonna be pretty awesome. You gonna jinx it? There's no such thing as jinxing. Would you still be opposed to eating ass if they were full of delicious nacho cheese? No. No. You drizzle nacho cheese on anything, I'll eat it. What happens if you don't? I mean, get another place. It's just this place, when we went to go see it, just felt right. Like it was very, like a peaceful place. There was a calm over it that felt really nice. And it's, it's out in the middle of fucking nowhere, so no neighbors, no bullshit. If I wanted to just do cartwheels naked in the backyard, I could. A lot of room for the little dinosaur to run around and get into trouble. It just, I don't know, it just felt like the right place. So, is there a horse? No, dude, it's not that kind of place. It's a smaller house built a long time ago on a big piece of land that is remarkably affordable. Do you think the effect e-celebs has on people is healthy? I've watched you among other e-celebs for almost a decade. I've listened to you for hundreds of hours. We've never spoken, and yet I know you. I mean, I don't know if it's healthy or unhealthy. I mean, I guess it depends. I don't think of myself as an e-celeb, so I don't really think that applies to me. But I don't know, the idea of having some kind of personality whose opinions you've spent hundreds of hours listening to. I don't know what kind of effect that has on your development as a person. Is the house in good shape, or is there any repairs that need to be done? The house is in actually pretty remarkably good shape, especially for the age that it is. It just looks real nice, man. Really quiet, calm, peaceful area. Lots of like little outdoor areas to go and sit and just, be contemplative of nature. Keep an eye on Dinosaur. Don't want him getting eaten out there. Yeah, I know. We're gonna take care of him. We'll keep our eyes peeled. You're an old soul, Paul. What the fuck does that mean? People say that to you. You're an old soul. You don't know, Google it. I mean, it means you're old fashioned. Is that what it means? Morose, brooding, depressed. I mean, I'm getting all kinds of different answers, dude. You guys are a terrible search engine. You guys use me like one all the time. I just tried you guys out and it fucking sucked. I got like 9 different answers, all of them distinct. Probably all of them wrong. Means you're better than everyone else. Oh, cool. That one sounds right. It means nothing. That phrase means nothing. Well, why did you ask a bunch of autistic retards in a chat? I mean, that's a great. You got a point. Did you ever have a third shift job? Talking about like graveyard shift type of job? Did I ever work graveyard type shifts anywhere? Not like on a regular basis anywhere. No. I had a lot of extreme early morning shifts though. I've got more than enough like alarm goes off at 3:30 in the mornings under my belt. But I don't remember ever working like a graveyard type of job. Did you ever see that reference that he just gave all of us a graveyard? That means he died in 1960. What? What? Shut up. You gonna start dressing like a redneck when you move to backwoods Louisiana? You would look pretty cool with no shirt and some overalls. Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. I mean, if it's comfortable and shit, when in Rome, you may as well. I'm putting a chair together while stoned and listening to Portal, and it's taking like 10 times longer than it should. Yeah, I mean, but it'll be 10 times better when it's done. Think about that. I don't think that's actually true, by the way. I threw my damn back out, and it's in agony, and he tips. I don't know. Try to limit your movement as much as you can. Depending on where it's out, get a back brace. That can help. Stretch. I don't know. Vicodin. I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing that for long, but if it's a short-term thing, sure. Take a few Vikes. Do you agree that a lap dance is better when the stripper is crying? I've never had a crying stripper lap dance, or if I have, I was too busy looking at other parts of their body and I didn't notice the stripper tears, so I couldn't really comment. You discovered bubble effects. This is not an effect, retard. These are real bubbles, look. Oh, yeah. Some dude is like rendering CGI on the fly while I wave these bubbles around the screen. What a dumb fuck, dude. Lucy versus Mushies, which is better for you and why? I don't like ranking. Like, why I gotta rank those two things? They're two totally different kinds of experience. So, I don't know. I don't know which one is better. I like them both. I've had great experiences on both. You missed a super chat. Okay, let me check that. No, I didn't. I'm up to date on super chats. Quantify everything now. Now, have a list of every fucking thing in the world and how it compares to every other thing. It's like, ugh. What a boring way to live your life. This is my favorite of this, and this is my favorite of that. Would you rather have a clueless virgin chick who knows what she's doing? Wait a minute. Would you rather have a clueless virgin or a chick who knows what she's doing but she had 50 cocks? The chick who knows what she's doing and has had 50 cocks any day of the week. Any day. Experience is great, dude. I don't know. I don't know that in fact, I've never taken a chick's virginity and never really wanted to. I never fetishized that as a dude. I always was with chicks that were experienced going in, so there's no awkwardness, and I think that's always fucking preferable. The virgin would just whine the whole time or wince or be irritating. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's some virgins that have like porn star fucks their first time. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I prefer that everybody knows how the fucking act is performed going in. I never wanted a virgin and never wanted a slut. There's that perfect in between. Yeah. I totally got to agree with that. No, you don't want to chase after a chick that's had too much. You asked me what I wanted between the two, but like I don't really recommend like you go after a chick that's got 100 dudes under her belt, not just for like fucking STD reasons, which can be mitigated these days if you're smart at all, but like just for I don't know. There is a level. There is a level of person that I'll be honest with you guys. I dated somebody, this was before my marriage, who got around, so to speak. And I'm the type of person who in a relationship, like I like there to be monogamy. I like everything to be agreed upon. And dating a person like that is you just I mean, in my experience, you can't expect that. So, whoa, what the fuck happened? My camera froze. Whoa.